What's up, witches? Hiya, 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 hiya. Hiya, gang. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Anybody that's from the Northeast Ohio area and of my age will recognize that. Check in, say howdy. I got my gamma rays going in my ears. Hopefully, I won't do the old lady thing and start hollering, or the everybody thing and start hollering because I've got stuff playing in my headphones. Yay, I see a thumbs up. If you like coming here and hanging out with me, pound that thumbs up button. Smash that like button. I hate that trend. So gently caress it to the point where it goes like this. Clickety click. Hi, Deb. How you doing, honey? I'm surprised I don't see Samantha here yet. But whoever else is here with us, please check in and say hi. We like to connect with each other. Makes for better readings. Hi, Sheila. Hi. Wow. Yay, people close to home. That's nice to see. Who else? Who else is out there? Come on, no lurking. It's probably just your YouTube name anyway. Nobody will know. I won't tell. So, how's your week been, everyone? How are you handling Mercury retro so far? How's it been for you? Mine's just been the normal glitches. I'll start feeling it as Mercury gets farther back, where it's going to be hitting my Sun Uranus conjunction. And that was, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. All right, that's where we stationed. In the shadow. Oh well. Just giving people some time to show up here and say hi. Annette! Hi, honey. It's been so long. Oh my God. Hi, that one goat kid. Hey, good to see you all. Thanks for checking in. Nice to see some new names at least. I was going to say new faces, but I can't see yours. Busy day. And thank you, sweetheart. That's my moonstone. It's so good to see you, my love. I've been worrying about you because I haven't seen you in a while. That's Sun to Shine Astrology. She's my good friend that I've never met or talked to in person. These days are interesting, aren't they? Well, I thought I would start off tonight. I might have, instead of my usual ramble, because I don't have a lot to ramble about. You see this pile behind me? See that mess back there? I did not clean that mess up because Mitchell is sleeping in the middle of it right now. So, you know what that's about. You just let him sleep. But that's a heap that came out of my closet that needs to be folded. And I've been pulling things out and changing sets and working on. Oh, they're way over there. But working on the prayer beads. I've got beads packaged up. I've got tassels beaded for you so you don't have the major ass pain that is. And I'm getting real close to shooting the how-to videos, and then they will be up and for sale. Busy day today. Oh, that I figured it was you. Was that the Lantern Oracle? I got that yesterday. It will be unboxed this Friday. So a couple days away. Thank you, my love. I mean, you're my top number one suspect anytime I get one. But the anonymity made me think it might be a different friend. But thank you, my dear. You know how much I appreciate it. And this one looks really, really interesting. So Annette from Sun to Shine sent me the Lantern Oracle. Just received it yesterday. I will unbox it for you all in a couple of days. And I'm very excited about it. I mean, I just looked through. I didn't look anything up or do a reading or anything. And it's different. It's different and very interesting. But what I wanted to start with tonight is a look at the week astrologically. And I took some notes looking at it for each of the signs. That is such a complicated thing. It really is. But I'll try to give you an encapsulation real quick. Let's take a look over here. Sheila, no, it's not. Hi, Eric. Sheila, no, this isn't opal. This is my moonstone. This is my very, very favorite moonstone. And as you can see, she is alive. She has light inside her that just absolutely shines. I love her so much. Okay, so let's take a look at my left. Come on. Here we go. Take a look at this, where the planets are sitting as of tomorrow, since these readings are like tomorrow on. And let me see how fast I can jam through this, all right? So this coming week for Aquarius, what I'm looking at here is any aspects to your, wait, let me do this. So it's not quite, here we go. Looking for aspects to your ruling planet, your sun ruler. I don't know your chart ruler unless I have your chart and your ascendant. So this is aspects to your sun ruler. So we start off with the Aquarians, and what we're looking for is aspects to Uranus, which is your sun ruler. We have Saturn squaring, and that, of course, makes you just feel limited. That's happening right now, and it goes on until March 23rd. So the Saturn-Uranus square is just, this is one of the heavy aspects, and this is why, you know, these are the aspects we generally look for, because they talk about long periods of time that are colored in a certain way. When we're looking at day-to-day aspects, particularly with the moon, they're in and out in a matter of hours. So, you know, so we'll see what I can do. So sun squaring your sun ruler, Aquarius, just you're still just chafing under that sense of feeling limited. Let's see, we've got Venus coming up to square Uranus on, oh, was I not putting dates in then? All right, let's take a look here. So you can see Venus now comes up to conjunct Saturn, which means it's also squaring your sun ruler. Venus squaring your sun ruler can make you a little off as far as money and your value systems go. It can make you too impulsive when you're dealing with money. So watch out for that. It can also make you really let go of money just because it's I want to and it feels good. So Aquarians, watch out for that this week. Of course, when you've got your sun in Aquarius, we've got this whole wad of 5 planets in Aquarius right now. So depending on where your sun is, and if you don't know and you want to find out really quickly, just look when the sun goes into Aquarius and count a degree for a day. And when you hit your birthday, that's about the degree the sun is going to be. Okay? But with that wad in Aquarius, it just depends. Each one of those planets is going to be passing over your sun at some point or another, or has already. So there's a lot going on for Aquarians lately. Let's just put that in a neat little capsule. We also have the Mars-Uranus conjunction. That is actually gone now in Taurus, which can be squaring your sun depending on the degree of your sun. So just in general, Aquarians, you're dodging you're dodging with all the planets going through Aquarius, and depending on where your sun is, that Mercury is going to back up over your sun at some point, and that can also cause some hiccups in your self-expression and your ability to kind of get things done. Okay, who's here? Is Anne here? I don't see you, Anne, darling. Hi, Anne. Hi, honey. All right. Pisces. Ugh, all right. Obviously, this isn't going to work. I don't get my gamma rays tonight. Those For those headphones to work, I really have to jam them in my ears, and I can't do that. All right. So we have the moon trining your ruling planet at 3 p.m. tomorrow to 10 p.m. Pisces. So there's a nice little 7-hour window where you might be feeling especially connected, where you might. It would be a great time to just do something artsy, do something that's going to make you feel good and give you a nice little escape window. On the 8th, from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. the next day, we've got the moon sextiling Neptune, and I cross that out afterwards because moon aspects go so quickly, and it's a sextile, and it's going to be overnight. So what are you going to do with that? So we're not going to worry about that. The moon is transiting Scorpio, so that's going to trigger your ruling planet at some point because Neptune is in a water sign right now. Again, these things they come and go, and they're not really something to, duck and cover about. But the main point with you, Pisces, is that your ruling planet, for the most part, except for a couple of, dings by the moon, is basically unaspected. And what that means is that you really sometimes can move forward a lot more easily because you don't have outside influences acting on you as much, right? Tomorrow, you've got that 7 to 10 window. Do something that's going to make you feel wonderful. Care for yourself, nurture yourself. That's the moon thing. It'll be very easy to do things like that. Psychic energy is amped up with a moon trine Neptune. That's what I've got in my natal chart. But still, with an unaspected Neptune for the most part this week, your energies are kind of free and clear, and you can just make your plans and do what you want to do, right? Mercury notwithstanding. Aries, we've got the moon opposing your ruling planet from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow. So that can make you particularly ouchy, a little bit emotionally reactive, even more than usual. And that's really all we've got going on for you as well. I mean, Mars sextiles Neptune on the 9th. It starts at 6 p.m. So this is something that's going to be starting, and it's heavier planets, so I will talk about it. Mars sextiling Neptune, and the way we look at it, since we're talking about your ruling planet Aries, is Neptune sextiling Mars. So this brings opportunity for spiritual guidance, spiritual aid, for compassion, people to be compassionate towards you. Remember, it's opportunity. So if you have something like somebody you want to ask a favor of, somebody that you would like to be sympathetic to your cause, that's a great time to do it. So it starts at 6 p.m. on the 9th, which is next Tuesday, and it's in place until the 17th. So take advantage of that, Pisces, or Aries, Pisces too. But I would say Aries. Let's see. How did I miss that for Pisces? So for Pisces too, Mars sextiles your Neptune. This is a great time to get things activated, an opportunity to kick something off, to get something going, to get motivated about something, starting on the 9th at 6 for you, Pisces. All right. More for Aries. The Sun square Mars started on the 30th of January, ends tomorrow. Again, a particularly kind of ouchy time, just feeling like highly motivated but very grumpy about it. You started today with a T-square, Sun, Mars, Moon, T-square. So with Mars at the apex, your ruling planet at the apex. That ended at 2 today, so that ouchiness, you've been feeling that high tension, I'm sure you're feeling it dissipate. We've got your ruling planet squaring retrograde Mercury starting on the 9th. So you can also expect things to go a little bit hinkier on that day, things, communication to get bogged down a little bit. If I continue this, then we'll reset on Wednesday, and I'll tell you where it goes from there. All right, Taurus. Venus conjuncting Saturn tomorrow at 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. on the 7th. So Venus conjuncting Saturn, your ruling planet Venus, this is a great time to structure. It's a great time for discipline, to take care of responsibilities, great time to just dig in and do the things that you hate to do that you've been avoiding, but it's just time to get them done, okay? Saturn can bring you great structure and a great sense of responsibility. And you've got several days to use that. We have Uranus squaring your ruling planet from 6 a.m. on the 6th until 2 p.m. on the 8th, so a couple days of that. And again, this can make things rather exciting for you. Uranus square is exciting. It's also high anxiety and can bring upset and unpredictable things. So use that responsibility, and you'll still have that Saturn Venus conjunction a day after this Venus-Uranus square starts. So that Saturn conjunction can help you rein in your impulses to overspend or to just, really indulge at a whim. All right, let's see here. Gemini, your ruling planet's retrograde. Holy shit. All right, the moon squares that Mercury 10 p.m. tomorrow night to 5 a.m. on the 5th. Could make for some interesting dreams. Sun conjuncting Mercury from the 7th to the 9th. So when Sun shines a light on your ruling planet, just look at what you have to express. It's time to express it. Mars squaring Mercury begins on the 9th. So this is where you really have to watch what you say, think twice and 3 times about it before you open your mouth, because Mars can just make it so easy to blurt it right out. To your detriment. All right, let's see here. Then we've got all those planets in Aquarius. So when I'm looking at your chart ruler, I'm also looking at where your sun sits and the planets that are in the same elements and the planets that are in the same modes. So all of those Aquarius planets, wherever your sun sits in Gemini, you're going to get hit by one of those, or you're going to get hit by all of them. A lot of them are already through, but you're going to get hit by one or more at a time. You got to know where your own sun sits. Yeah. Energy, health issues. Oh, God, I bet. And hi, Lisa. Hi, I'll try to keep up with you guys. All right. Cancer. Now, here's the problem. When you're looking at aspects to ruling planet, and the moon is your ruling planet, and that moon is moving through like 3 signs, over the course of a week, it's going to aspect pretty much everything. And this really explains the moodiness of Cancers, because their world, their external and internal world, is constantly changing. There are constant influences happening. So let me see if I can hit highlights. Jupiter is squaring now until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Jupiter squaring your ruling planet just makes you make mountains out of molehills and just go overboard. The moon opposes Mars tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. So lots of emotional energy. Make sure you use it instead of it using you. That can be just sort of explosive emotional energy. You're under that T-square now. It ends at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So with Sun squaring and Mars opposing, those are intense. That's an intense T-square. But as of tomorrow at 2 p.m., that alleviates. All right, Neptune trining your moon tomorrow from 3 to 10 p.m. Again, there's that beautiful, great time to relax, great time to escape, great time to do something spiritual, to work on your psychic arts, artistic, all of those things. Moon squaring Neptune from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the 7th. That makes you a little flaky, a little hard to pin down, makes it to where you just kind of get lost in your emotional realm. So just kind of write that off. 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Give yourself a break on the 7th. That one's an overnight, so it doesn't really matter. Moon trine Mars from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. on the 9th. That gives you a lot of usable energy. Go, go, go. Moon conjuncting Pluto from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the 9th as well. Intense energy. So on the 9th, you've got a lot of intense energy that can really, you can transform some things with both Mars and Pluto aspected. Neptune in Pisces at 9 degrees. If you've got your sun anywhere from, or at 19 degrees, anywhere from 17 to 21 degrees, that counts. All right, let me whip through the rest of them here. Leo, Sun squares Mars. That ends on the 5th. That's in place right now. So that makes you pretty ouchy. Sun conjuncting Mercury from the 7th to the 9th. If you got something to express, you can do it verbally, or maybe creatively verbally, like poetry, verbally that isn't dealing with logistics and schedules and things, because that's, you know, retro. The Mars-Uranus conjunction and all those planets in Aquarius can square your sun at one point or another, Leo, so that's a lot of upheaval coming from Aquarius. Libra, it's pretty much the same as the Taurus with Venus conjuncting Saturn. Self-discipline to be had. Same thing with Virgo, pretty much the same as Gemini. With your ruling planet retrograde, it's just a tough time for you. Sun conjuncting Jupiter from the 7th to the 9th. Mercury, Mars squaring Mercury starts on the 9th. So again, a lot of usable, hectic energy that you need to try to use. Scorpio, all we have is the moon conjuncting Pluto from 9 to 4 on the 9th, and the rest of the time it's unaspected. So Scorpio, your ruling planet, is unaffected by the others at this time. A good time to just really plow ahead and get things done. Same with Jupiter, unaspected, except for a couple things with the moon. So, you know, a couple blows from the moon. So again, Neptune or Pisces, Scorpio, and Jupiter, with your ruling planets largely unaspected. It's like free. It's like a freebie. You know, you can really focus and concentrate without a lot to distract you. And then Capricorn with Venus conjuncting your ruling planet, things can get sweet. It's good for sensual pleasures, good for managing your money, for structuring your money, budgeting. And then we've got Uranus squaring Saturn until March 23rd. We talked about that, so that brings a lot of upheaval to your ruling planet. Just keep on your toes, Capricorn. Be ready to let go of plans. Because with Uranus squaring, it's like, you know, all bets are off. So I wrote many more notes there. I don't know if any of that was useful, and truthfully, I think the only way it would be useful is if you're sitting scribbling all this down, particularly the moon aspects, because they're, again, in for, you know, from this time in the morning to this time in the afternoon. And are you going to plan your day around that, or do you already have plans going on? So I don't know how useful that is, and as I do this more, you know, I think I could take it less into astrological terminology and more into just a vibe that you can relate to. So that's my plan anyway. Let me pull this back up and catch up with y'all. Okay, hi Nancy. Oh, hi. Nancy Di Carlantonio. What a wonderful name. Thank you. I am so glad you're here. All right, let's get away from the left display where you see me again and again and again. And let's go back to here, where tonight I have my medicine cards and I have carrot cards. And I know that, I think it was Amy L. that was always asking about, oh, hi, Marcy. Yay, welcome, dear. I think it was Amy that was always asking about the medicine cards. So we will see how they go. But I had to bring the carrot cards back. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. And again, I mean, this is why it's hard for me, because being a natal astrologer and knowing how much information is available there. I mean, it's like you can read your own Akashic record. Amy, you're there. You're here. Ha ha, yay. Medicine cards. Um, you've got your own copy of your personal Akashic record, your part in it. And, you know, a chart can be read on so many levels. We can look at things esoterically and karmically down to the absolute practical. And once you get to know your natal chart and, or, you know, once you've had it delineated and you know, do refresher readings, or you have just a particular question, this is going on, oh my God, we're looking for a house and everything's in upheaval, and you call me and I can look directly at the chart in a bit of a different way, not describing your personality, but looking at transits and timing and what you can do about it. And, you know, there's just such clear answers in a chart responding to particular questions, in addition to, you know, this evolving owner's manual that can help you understand yourself better and better as you go through life. So I love this little community here, you guys. All right, so let's go to Aquarius. And thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Aquarians. I am going to spread these out. Kind of like this here. And I'm going to spread these out. Kind of like this here. All right. Everybody vibe with me for our Aquarians. Right there. Moose. And then all right. Muse. I haven't looked at these cards in so long. Moose is self-esteem. So Aquarius, hold on. Let me go through here again. So Saturn squaring your ruling planet, Aquarius, can make you get down on yourself, can make you start feeling less than and comparing yourself to other people. Saturn limits, remember, and in square, it's an internal thing. So squaring your ruling planet, it just says, I don't feel like I have all the freedom that I love and want. I'm feeling hemmed in. I'm feeling limited in my expression. As we back up, as we retro ourselves into our little prayer and ask our allies and ancestors, guides and guardians who have a great sense of humor and are so forgiving and understanding, we ask you to be here and bring good, clear messages out of this very flawed reader. And then we ask for earth and water. We offer fire and air and earth and water to everybody. All righty. So Moose, self-esteem. If you've chosen Moose, you have reason to feel good about something you've accomplished on your journey. This may be a habit that you've broken, a completion of some sort, an insight on a goal, new sense of self that you've fought hard to learn. Time for a feeling of harmonious pride and of recognizing those who aided you in the process. One good exercise in Moose medicine is to write down things that you love about yourself and your progress in life. Then apply these same things to friends, family, co-workers. Don't forget to share the findings with others. Okay, so self-esteem. Time to fight that Saturn urge to be down on yourself or think that you're not good enough, not as good as. The sun, the slow dog, and the fragrant field. The sun talks about oneness and unity. So when you start comparing yourself to others, Aquarius, stop yourself and remind yourself that we're not separate from each other. We're not separate. And we all, we all bear each other up at different points. The slow dog is mild danger, and the fragrant field is abundance. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so Aquarius, this week, it's time to start meditating on just the oneness of everything, and that you are perfectly performing your part in this, even if at the time you feel like you're not fully able to express yourself. There's abundance all around you. There's help all around you when you need it. You're not in danger of, losing your sparkle. You know, this is a temporary thing. Saturn squaring your sun ruler is a temporary thing. This too shall pass. Just give yourself a break. Remind yourself that we are all part of the one thing. We all share in this pool of abundance and talent. And whatever slow dog is a mild danger. So I think it's just saying, just be a little careful this week. That whatever's kind of looming over you is a small thing. So just be a little more careful going up and down the stairs. Be very mindful about what you're doing. And that mindfulness also helps to remind you of your own worth. Okay. This is the third version of this deck that I got, and it has the plastic coating on it. And I'm sad because I wanted to use the other version, but it's not the, it's only the first iteration of it, and it's missing, like, I don't know how many cards they added to it, but it's missing them. All right. Pisces. And see, this makes more sense if I look at the astrological stuff while I'm doing the cards too. All right. Toiki. Pisces, they're saying way at the end. All right. And we have the sun again. Only twice is not a pattern yet. Turkey is giveaway. Nobody knows giveaway better than Pisces does. Pisces is sacrifice. So Turkey is saying it is time to really start giving the gifts that you have. And they're like screaming at me that the monetary value of them, you can't place a monetary value on some of the gifts that you have to give. But you can place a monetary value on your time. Remember that. All right. You are being given a gift. This gift could be spiritual, material, or even intellectual. The gift may be great or small, but it's never insignificant. Congratulations, you may have just won the lottery, or the gift may be a beautiful sunset or the smell of a fragrant flower. On the other hand, you may feel the spirit of giving growing within you and wanting to share with others. So if you're familiar with the potlatch, that was a ceremony, and I mean, people gathered goods just for these potlatches, and it was like this massive giveaway. And it went in turns, different people would have potlatches for different occasions and just like give away everything they had. So one of the things you might be called to this week is just lightening the load, Pisces. If it's time to dig into that closet and donate all that shit that you don't want and you need to get rid of, this would be a great week to do that. So yeah, giveaway energy. What do you have that really could be moved along? And if you spend time, if you're thinking about things in terms of monetary value, certainly if they're big items and you need to get money out of them, do that. But when you're talking about the little stuff in the middle of winter, when you can't have a yard sale, and when people are really so strapped, think about those people that would be so grateful to receive the things that you have and just give them away. Donate them wherever you can. Give them away. All right. The littermates, mortality. So we've got family, and we've got hawk in the sky, and we've got the sun. This talks about mortality, the end of something. Littermates and hawk in the sky. Okay, so family, something comes to an end here. As far as family goes, I want a couple more on this. Okay. It's a good ending here. Happy accident, good ending, but something comes to an end. So this is describing here. It's a good ending. And then the sun talks about unity and oneness, bravery. Okay. So family, get in touch with your family this week if you live far apart. If there's something that needs to come to an end as far as family goes, something where it's finally time to put it to rest, put it to bed, this is a good week to do that. And it looks like with this oneness, it looks like there's an agreement that something comes to an end this week. Pisces. There's like a fortuitous happening that comes to a good ending. It's like, just be brave, go in, talk about it. It's time for it to be done. That's what I'm getting out of this. If somebody else has something screaming at them. Hi, Rose. Yay, all my faves are here. Okay. Not all my faves. I'm missing some people. All right. Pisces, that's a little, it's a little murky there, but you're Pisces. So I think the giveaway is significant there. That, you know, perhaps between you and your siblings, there's a united front or an agreement that there's something here that we need to end or get rid of. I hate that I have to shuffle them in between, but I do, so what the hell. Only one. All right, Aries. All right, this one's yelling at me. Fox. So, Fox, of course, we're talking about being clever and cagey. Camouflage. This talks about keeping something undercover this week, Aries. All right, usually there's a place that says if you've chosen, yes, if Fox has chosen to share its medicine with you, it's a sign that you are to become like the wind, which is unseen yet able to weave into any situation. All right, Aries, this week it's not time to be out loud and out front. Let's see. Great, with the moon with Mars sextiling Neptune, that starts on the 9th. Great time to go undercover, to keep your actions behind the scenes. And then we've got that Mars squaring, or retrograde Mercury squaring your ruling planet. So that could also talk about keeping your plans to yourself until Mercury goes direct and just writing things down, but keep it to yourself is what Fox is saying. Okay. Dew on the grass is a rare treat. So something's coming up for you this week, Aries, that's going to be a little fun, exciting, something you haven't done in a while, something you haven't experienced in a while, something you just didn't expect. Like, oh my gosh, aren't I so lucky? And this is going to be a good distraction for you. Because Bear Bush here says there's some shortages, and of course, shortages of fun, shortages of community, shortages of money, all kinds of shortages. But there's going to be something that happens this week to bring you a little bit of excitement, to bring you a little bit of, like a gift that will prove as a distraction from the things that aren't so great right now. Oh, Marcy, you got your carrot cards. How do you like them? I wonder, can I like my own video? Oh, I can. There, I liked my own video. Now there's only one. All right. I keep forgetting I don't have to shuffle like mad. Okay, where are we at? Taurus. I'm going to try to get my gammas back. Because, see, I can't hear the waves that you're hearing. All right. No, you right there. And now we have a pattern. There's the sun for the third time. All right. Lynx. And I opened the book right to it. Isn't that fun? Lynx is secrets. If you'd pulled the Lynx card, you can be sure that secrets are afloat. If this is your personal medicine, you should listen to your higher self. All right, if Lynx is at your door, listen. Brother or sister Lynx can teach you of your personal power and of things you've forgotten about yourself. It can lead you to lost treasures and connect you to forgotten brotherhoods and sisterhoods. So, time to listen inside, time to look for the subtle information that's available to you, Taurus. Time to play things close to the vest. Again, not let your plans out of the box until you're ready to. So this week might give you some pressures to divulge what you're planning or thinking about or your big ideas. Lynx is saying, shh, just keep it on the down low for now. All right. Safe burrow is rest and safety. So yeah, time to just be even more internal this week. Take a rest, Taurus. The rain, look at this, rain, sun. Take a rest. What has been just a necessary discomfort is going to dissipate this week, and the sun comes out. So the things that you have been keeping close to the vest, just stay in, lie low, rest, take it easy, and know that whatever has been kind of uncomfortable, let it go this week, and it's going to be passing by the end of the week is what I'm seeing there. Yeah, with your planet, your ruling planet conjuncting Saturn, it really is easy to just sort of pull back. But the other thing with Lynx is not to do anything until you feel you have all the information, that there can be information being kept from you. So just, God, Mercury, I can't have words in my mouth. Whatever you're kind of struggling with, just wait until you have all the information that you need before you move forward. All right. Lord. I've actually had events and, big group party things, readings on Mercury retrograde. Fucking excruciating. All right. Oh, a new kitty. Oh my God. So Pie Wacket, you guys, this cat is so goddamn smart. He plays fetch, especially with my husband because he's downstairs where there's lots of running room, and they will play for like half an hour at a time. And so now when Pi wants to play, he comes and drops his ball and he meows, and if Cliff doesn't respond to that, then he gets it in between his feet. So now he's doing this thing every time Cliff takes a step, he sits between his feet and meows, and he'll take another step and he sits between his feet and meows. And last night we had just laid down to go to sleep. I'm watching TV. My husband's like laying this way. My son comes in to say something to us. And at that moment, Pie Wacket comes flying up the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, you can go right into our bedroom. Launches off the pillow right by my husband's head. Go boom. And I mean, flew up in the air like this. Whee! Just straight up in the air. Bounced off my chest and took off. It's like, holy shit. Hi. So we have to keep the door like almost all the way closed at night so he can't just up the stairs and launch, because holy shit, man. Oh, 2-year-old. Yeah, communication. All right. Where we at? Are we on Taurus or are we on Gemini? We're on Gemini, right? Yeah, we're on Gemini. Because we did Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. And that was moose, and we had lynx, and we had fox, and we had turkey. Gemini we're on. Oh my God, you guys. All right, Gemini. Here we go. Maybe I need to turn up my gamma waves. All right. Gemini. Otter. All right. Eight is otter. Woman medicine. All right, Gemini, it's time to get in touch with the feminine side of yourself. Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. All right. So we're talking about the receptive side of your nature. What is woman medicine? Woman medicine is ingathering. Arms open wide, ingathering. So that says it's time for you to receive this week, Gemini. To play, certainly, this really is kind of a Gemini-ish card when you think about the way otters are. That's very Gemini energy. So play, certainly, have a good time, but also be receptive to things that are coming to you. Be receptive to receiving them and nurturing them into growth. You kind of have enough right now, but you need to be patient. This talks about things being sufficient. What you have is sufficient, but the winter is long, and we need to, make sure things last through the winter. So this coming week, be careful with your resources. Dog on a leash says there's a distraction. So that's the playful side of the otter card. Just time to distract yourself from the doldrums of winter, and, know that you've got enough to make it through. Be careful with your resources again. And just hang in there. I don't know what else to say. Gemini, your ruling planet is, bass backwards. And so take it easy, play, and be patient. I should do readings where it's like, okay, Aries, don't do anything this week. All right, Taurus, don't do anything this week. Gemini, you should really not do anything this week. So funny. It's also interesting to see how decks work together. You know, the Osho and the Carrot cards worked so well together. And you know what? I want to put some more here. I need more good smells. There we go. Come on over here. You still burning? Hold on. I want to thank everybody that came for the prayer circle on Saturday for the Imbolc ceremony. And if you were here, you may notice that the video for it disappeared afterwards for a little while. And that's because I edited out the very specific spell work that I was talking about. If you want that information, become a patron at the $3 level. So these are kind of the random things that I'll be dropping to my patrons, is that I talked very specifically about a spell that I did, and I decided that maybe I didn't want the entire world to know that. So only my near and dear. All right. Cancer. Hawk is the messenger of spirit. So this week it's time to listen, Cancer, to see what messages Spirit is bringing you about where you are and what you need to be doing. And, you know, Mercury retrograde is a time that it's a really excellent time for meditating and doing prayer work where you're really listening. And remember that, you know, they always say that prayer is talking to the gods and meditation is listening. So spend some time this week listening, getting yourself nice and quiet, and just letting them speak to you. Yes, beware of the signals in your life. This might be a week where you get a lot of those synchronicities, the 2:22, 3:33 on the clock, you know. Watch those synchronicities. And watch, too, if you do prayer work or ritual work, what happens afterwards. When you do really good work, the universe will reflect that back to you, and you'll have all kinds of really wacky things going on. It's like the day after my full moon ritual when we had the mating pair of hawks dancing around in the woods, and the stink bug landed right on my stag god's chest, and just all that kind of shit. So, okay. Let me see, 10 viewers, 10 likes. Yay! Yay, Marcy. Thank you, darling. Christian Sand. Pie astronaut. Yeah, absolutely. Cancer rising. Okay. All right, Hawk. Now, Cancer. It's interesting. I've started having this sense when I'm doing that, instead of looking at the cards, I just feel right here, and it's like there's a pointer at my heart saying, go this way or go this way. All right, we've got the setting sun, which is urgency. We have snow, which is sort of an expected obstacle, expected challenge, and then the stone wall is an insurmountable obstacle. All right, so it looks like there's a frustrating week coming up for you, Cancer. We've got, you know, the messenger of the gods, so messages coming in. There's this sense of urgency, though, but then you're going to be hitting challenges and insurmountable obstacles. So I think this is where you open to spirit when you, you know, attempt to move forward with the thing that you're working on this week, and you hit a challenge. Let Spirit direct you. Stop and listen inside. Am I supposed to keep pushing, or do I back off? Because you're going to hit a point where there's an obstacle that you can't get over this week. So again, really listen to Spirit. Let that be your guidance. Because it does look like there's some obstacles coming up. One of them is sort of an expected obstacle that you need to get over, but then you're going to hit a wall that you can't get past, and that's going to be time to sit back, listen to Spirit, do a reading. Which way do I go now? All right, try not to frustrate yourself over it. Okay, now I want to see what Chimango is. No, that's, I don't want chili mango slices. Chimango cara cara. Well, that's a hawk if I ever did see one. Here. That's what it looks like, right? Pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, listen to Spirit. They're going to help you overcome your first obstacle, but then when you hit the stone wall, that's when you really start to listen, because there may be another plan for you. But try not to get too frustrated, knowing that, you know, there's an insurmountable obstacle. It might put you in a position of not wrestling so hard with the first obstacle that you encounter. All right. All right. All right, where we're at? We at Leo. I didn't spread those very well. Hold on. All right. Leo, Mio. Saying way over. All right, that one. Wild boar. Woo. Confrontation. Yikes. You're being asked to confront anything or anybody that you've been avoiding. Pay attention. Okay, I busted my avoidance the other day. I had been like avoiding everything and actually taking on new projects in order to avoid the ones that I didn't want to do. And I was playing a game a couple weeks ago where there was something I just couldn't get myself to start. And it's like, oh, I'll just start another project that I hate more than that one, and then I'll want to do the other one to avoid the new one. How bass-backwards is that? All right. Embrace your warrior nature. Find the courage to confront your fears. Or are you being asked to confront a personal weakness or a career challenge? Time to finish a project that you abandoned thinking it might be too difficult to accomplish? Confront your feelings regarding some situation that makes you nervous or causes discomfort and bring yourself the peace of closure. Oh my God. Okay, wild boar, it's all talking about quit avoiding the inevitable and stop procrastinating. So, but again, Mercury's retro. So get your hands on the work. It's just not time to launch. Okay. Uh-oh. So we've got some unexpected, unpredictable, clear danger here, but there's stability overall. All right, Leo, expect some shakeups. Let me look at what you had coming up here. All right, you have your ruling planet squaring Mars to begin with. That's over on the 5th. So just take it very, very easy, Leo. Don't push the river. This talks about time to start procrastinating, but it's moved gently forward, not forging ahead, like a wild boar, because we've got some unpredictability and some risk coming up. And a Sun Mars square can also make you accident prone, especially when it's your ruling planet. Um, uh, all right, yeah. And we also have Uranus doing the Mars conjunction and the square to your sun. So just unpredictability. Take it easy. Be careful. Again, there's overall stability, but it looks like there's going to be some speed bumps to weather this week. So focus your energy on the things, just on pushing yourself through the procrastination to take up the things you've been avoiding. Make some headway on those, and just keep your head up. Stay alert. Where are we at? Just an hour? Hour. Yeah, I noticed that I'm not getting a lot of extra tonight. Last week it was like everything was just flowing, flowing, flowing. Tonight, not so much. All right. I'm going to take a look at something real quick here. Yeah, see, I have my Uranus is squaring my sun. Okay. I was looking at what's going on with my Mercury, but not much. I got no excuses. All right, Virgo, here we go. Come over here. Fox again. Fox was about camouflage. So Virgo, you too need to lie a little bit low to not be obvious about the things that you're doing this week, whatever you're working on, particularly if you're working around other people with it. Keep it on the down low. Keep it disguised as something else. Just don't make it obvious, the things that you're doing and working on. Let me see what else Fox had to say. Okay, become like the wind. Let them see your effect, don't let them see you. You would be wise to observe the acts of others rather than their words at this time. So watch what people do rather than what they say. Use your cunning nature in a positive way. Keep silent about who and what and why you are observing. In learning the art of camouflage, you need to test your abilities to pull this off. So Virgo, it's talking about you being like a fly on the wall and just sort of hanging out and keeping your ears open and your mouth shut for a little while and seeing what information comes to you that way. All right. And the bare bush comes up again. All right. The bare bush talks about a shortage. This is falseness, and this is a good ending. So think about where somebody might be saying there isn't enough. because they might not be telling the truth about it. Because there's a happy ending. It's all okay. But the bare bush says there's shortage. The stuffed rabbit says that's false. So this is where you also address your own inner thought processes around lack and poverty. So that might be the liar in your head then, saying there's never enough, there's never going to be enough, because the burro says it's going to be okay. And I am feeling that we are going to get relief money coming sooner than anybody thinks. They're saying, you know, by the end of February, but I have a feeling things are going to get pushed through pretty quickly. What we've seen this week is Biden saying, sure, I'll meet with you guys, and listening to what they had to say and say, nope, that's not enough. Sorry, that's not what we're doing. And then he meets with the Democrats and says, do it, ram it through for the sake of the American people. You know, first thing he's doing is, I'm going to keep my promises to the American people, and they're going to get this package through as fast as humanly possible. So whatever's telling you we don't have enough, we're not going to make it, it's, yes, you are. Start replacing that message with some positive thinking, some positive affirmations, some counting your blessing kind of stuff. Really checking your resources so you know factually what's there, because it says it comes out okay this week. There will be enough. And also to spend time just lying low with your ears open. Listening around corners. Shh. Okay. Turtle is flying out for, oh, turtle and possum. Let's see. Of course Libra gets 2. I'm not going to spread them out. Okay. Turtle and possum. Oh God, now I've got that old joke. Mr. Turtle is out by the well. Mr. Bizarre is out in the yard. And Mr. Rabbit is here with the shit. I don't remember the joke, but I remember the punchline. All right. Turtle is Mother Earth, and possum is diversion. Okay. You're being asked to honor the creative source within you, to be grounded to the earth, to observe your situation with motherly compassion. Use the water and earth energies, which represent Turtle's 2 homes, to flow harmoniously with your situation. Place your feet firmly on the ground in a power stance. So they're talking about grounding here, Libra, to get your feet on the ground and really deal just in material reality this week as much as you possibly can. Remember that the earth supports you. Get into your body, you know, just out of your head into your body. And possum talks about diversionary tactics, that when things are coming to get you, you know, possums are the ones that play dead. And it says you're being asked to use strategy in some present situation. Rely upon your instincts for the best way out of a tight corner. If you have to pretend to be apathetic or unafraid, do it. Oftentimes, if you refuse to struggle or show that hurtful words bother you, your taunter will see no further fun in the game. Warriors have used possum medicine for centuries, playing dead when the enemy nears and outnumbers them. Then, in a flash, when the enemy is least expecting it, the war cry is heard. Okay. It's talking about expect the unexpected and use some diversionary tactics. So it might be... you know, you're being pressed to do something. It's kind of like when your kids are bugging and bugging and bugging and bugging, especially when they're really little, and you're like, oh, hey, look at this, let's do it, you know, and they get excited about that. So this is talking about using some diversionary tactics. And just keeping yourself grounded in reality. Also, Libra, to just do something that is physically... healing for you, you know, a good salt bath, you know, get your partner to give you a massage, light some candles in the bathroom with the tub and oils and things like that. Just something that's going to make you feel happy to be in your body and grounded. All right. And here we've got the stone wall and the snow again. So this is talking about being alert, and kind of like with opossum and turtle is also, you know, when you're grounded in your body and you're grounded in your senses, you're much more sensitive to what's going on around you. And so you know kind of when you need to duck and cover and divert. So whiskers are talking about being alert, and for you we have the stone wall and the snow. This is insurmountable object, this obstacle. This is an expected challenge. All right. So you're facing something this week, Libra, which seems to be insurmountable, but you have what it takes to get over the challenge. Sometimes maybe if you don't hit it head on, but sort of go around the corner, particularly if this insurmountable object is a person, look at how you can divert and go around that person to get what you need quietly and kind of surreptitiously, because this says it's an expected challenge, so that you can get over it and you can meet the challenge, but you need to do it kind of in a cagey way, and you're going to need to use some diversionary tactics in order to get it accomplished, is what I'm getting there. So stay alert, stay in your body. Make sure your body feels like a good place to be in. I don't know, this retro almost feels like a vacation to me. I have been able to really move forward on these projects, I think, because I went into this retro going, it's just time to plan, not time to get anything done. So now, of course, I'm getting things done as I'm planning. All right. Now we are on Scorpio. All right, you lucky Scorpios with your unaspected ruling planet. Fox for the third time, you guys. Saying go under and pick it. Okay. And there's that stone wall again. Okay. So fox camouflage, and also, you know, it was talking about being like the wind. Also think about the wind and water, how they can just flow around obstacles rather than getting stopped by them. So let me look at him again, see if there's something new to come out. For crying out loud. There we go. All right. One exercise may be helpful is deciding to be invisible. Visualize your body as part of your surroundings. So Scorpio, you're already really good at this. So use that skill this week of just kind of disappearing into the scenery. You don't see me, you don't hear me, and you just sit there and observe. All right, so just hang around, listen, watch, gather information, as you do so very well. All right. This is a loss of freedom. The apples are a windfall, and that is an insurmountable object. All right, let's see. I need bridges here. All right, the loss of freedom, just be patient, Scorpio. Yes, things are limited. I was wondering if this is something just this week or if it's, you know, the major loss of freedom. That's what it is, the major, because it's saying it's, you know, the winter is what we're in right now, the winter of this pandemic. So it's saying you're just going to have to be patient with the loss of freedom. No matter how it chafes on you, find a way to set yourself free some way or another, whether it's mentally or driving around for 2 hours blasting the music, you know what to do. But you've just got to be patient with the loss of freedom. The windfall is into the mystical, so time to put out the requests that you need to put out for the resources that you require, Scorpio. Time to ask for some spiritual help with that, and then just step back. This card, rather than carrot, which is wealth, that kind of talks about money that's worked for. This is like money that just sort of drops out of the blue. So, listen to spirit if it's time to buy a lottery ticket, or if it's time to invest in something. Listen, because it could be time to turn that into something more. And then the insurmountable obstacle comes to an end this week. Hawk in the sky is mortality. So, Scorpio, whatever has been absolutely blocking you comes to an end this week. Time to watch and listen and be patient. Here we go. That was Scorpio. Now we are on our Sagittarius. See, you guys are asking what sign we're on. You're supposed to keep track for me. And I can stop shuffling. Shuffling is like a comfort thing for me, All right. Okay, we got any centaurs in the bunch today? Ooh, warning. That one popped right out. Warning, Sag. All right. Possum. That's the second time up for that one. Diversionary tactics. All right, that one wants to come too. This was the one that flipped out of the deck. I shuffled it back in and it was the first one out. So, warning, 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 Sag. There's something that you really need to pay attention to and listen to. Possum talks about using some diversionary tactics. All right, let's see. Warning, temporary blindness. You got a blind spot about something, and it has to do with money. So this week, Sag, just be so careful about what's going on with money, because you've got a big warning around here saying that there's something that you could be hoodwinked over, or just temporary blindness around it. Anytime you find yourself convincing yourself that it's going to be all right, that's a big warning. I got to take these out. That's a big, big warning. All right. So just be so careful with your money this week, Sag. Did we have... No. We have the moon squaring your ruling planet just from midnight to 7 a.m. tonight. What are you going to do during that time? And the rest of the time it's unaspected. So you don't have planetary influences pulling you one way or another, but keep your ears open. Possum here with diversionary tactics. What I'm feeling about this is just being able to say, listen, I can't do that this week. I know I said this week, but I need to do it next week for whatever excuse, to kind of divert something that was promised or that you said or that you wanted to spend money on, and try to push that off and divert it a little bit, because there's definitely a warning here around money stuff, and it's because you're not seeing things clearly. Or maybe you don't have all the information that you need. They keep getting stuck under my kitty paperweight that holds my fabric in place. That was Sagittarius that just went by. Capricorn, here comes Rose. That one levitated and went back down. And as I work with these, they don't seem to be as sticking to each other as I thought they were. All right. Pull me down there. Hawk again. You know, I think about the cards that have come up over and over again. Fox, possum, hawk, are talking about kind of deflect, lie low, listen, blend into the background, keep your ears and eyes open because there's messages coming in. So this week, I think for all of us in general, it's just time to let the messages come in rather than putting them out, which is always a good policy on Mercury retrograde. But again, the universe is going to start talking to you this week, Sagittarius. When you know you're on the right track, ask it. Am I on the right track? Is this the way I should go? And watch for the synchronicities happening. But you've got to have your ears open, again, in order to hear the messages, your ears and eyes open. Okay. That's interesting, Marcy. All right, that one too. Oh, that one wanted to come too, obviously. Oh my God. I'm just picking the same ones over and over again tonight, you guys. We've got the loss of freedom. And we've got the expected challenge and a windfall. So Fence with a Hole says there's hope, Sag. Just try not to lose hope this coming week because there is hope that there is a way out. The Fence with the Hole says there's a way out. And way out of what? The loss of freedom. I mean, this is so hard on Sag. This, you know, this sense of loss. And it is an expected challenge. The loss of freedom is the expected challenge that we have to put up with in the middle of winter, in the pandemic, of course, if you're where it's cold. But the apples say there's a windfall. So if you just put up with whatever restrictions you're under, Sag, and listen to the guidance of spirit, there's something coming. By the end of the week. It says a windfall. So this could be something a little bit extra, a gift, something that's unexpected. I see windfall as something that's not worked for. So when Carrot would talk about money that comes from work, wealth that comes from work, this is, you know, money just kind of coming out of the blue. So hang in there, Sag. There's hope. Watch for the synchronicities, just as a reminder that you've got your finger on the pulse, you know. Let's go one more here. Be alert. As long as you're really vigilant and keeping your eyes open and watching, you will definitely get through the little bit of a challenge that's happening here, whether it literally is snow, because so many people on the East Coast are buried right now, or whether it is just a challenge that you knew was coming up and you need to get through it, and when you get through it, that there's a reward on the other end. Alrighty. Hey, cards. Can we have like 4 whole new ones? Oh, wait, that was Capricorn, right? No, that was Sag. Was that oh my God, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Capricorn. I keep saying Sag. That was Capricorn. Capricorn, that was all you. I'm so sorry. And we're at the end, right? Did I do Sag? Did I do? Oh my God, you guys. I get very tired of being a hot mess. All right. Yep, that was supposed to be Capricorn. I remember saying it, so I did Sag. Oh my God. let's do some carrot cards on what's happening in general. All right. I did, Sag. Thank you, darling. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I've been so organized during the day. I've gotten so much done. All right. Thanks, friends. Thank you, my friends. You keep track of me. You know, I wonder, because before Mercury went retro, I used those gamma waves and they were great, but tonight it seemed to just waz me out. All right. What shall we ask about? I would like to know. Here's what I'd like to do. The Apples card is a windfall, and I would like to see if we can find out exactly when payments will start coming from the deal that the Democrats are working on. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you, honey. Okay. So I am going to just go through the cards one at a time until I hit the Apples card. It's going to be a card for a day, starting with tomorrow, and we will see how soon these payments are coming. Are we done, bunnies? We're done. So, February 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, good grief, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, March 22nd. I am not buying that. I'm not buying that. Let's do this again. And by all means, if anybody's got screaming at me, hey, do this instead. All right. Let's just ask about the money and when it's coming. Thick fur is investments. All right. So please tell me about the Democrats putting through. All right, they're telling me do two of them, Democrats, Republicans, as far as the money goes. And they're saying do it this way. All right. We have necessary discomfort, family and safe burrow. And here we have unity, fun, and high risk. Okay, let's do the clarifiers. So the necessary discomfort is the bare bush, that we've all had to bite the bullet and go through this kind of discomfort, which impacts our families. And we've got unpredictability, the safe burrow, you know, being safe and warm and home and healthy has been extremely unpredictable. So they're saying that the Democrats know this. The fast dog is urgent danger, but in the context of this, I'm thinking fast dog is let's get it done. Let's get it done. So I'm looking at these kind of Lenny-like as they kind of morph with the question. All right. Look at the Republican side. Unity and rolling in abundance, they are. But they hit an unsurmountable obstacle and there's high risk to them. So this game that they're playing is high risk to the party, and it's going to prove an insurmountable obstacle. All the fucking shenanigans. It's funny, as I'm looking at these cards, I'm seeing these little things on them. It's where I tap them with my fingernails. All of this fun and shenanigans, you know, this stuff that they have been considering a joke with the radicalized faction of the Republican Party, is going to be an insurmountable obstacle for them, and it brings high risk with it. The burrow says a happy ending for them. All right, let me take a couple more on fast dog, many rabbits. All right. So the fast dog becomes the dog on a leash here. So they do manage to take control of things. The Democrats, they're pushing things forward with a great deal of speed. And the fast dog, too, just presents a great threat. They're taking that stance of, fuck with me now. We're going to do it this way. You know, they have control, and I think they're finally going to get things done the way they have to get things done, no matter what it is. The Many Rabbits says they're all together. This talks about colleagues and friends together, so they're united here, and they get that dog on a leash, and look at how it's headed towards this way. So they might be taking this stance of threat, but then they basically just, you know, they don't have to carry out the threat because it allows them to sort of get things done. The bear bush. Yes, he's a Brazilian rabbit. So, I mean, that's not a lot of new information there. What else can we ask about? Let's look at COVID. I want to take like a card per month and see where we end up going down the line calendar-wise with COVID. What do you think? You like that, huh? All right. So this is February. Bad ending. March. Look to the past. April. Rabbit in the air. Things start happening fast. I realized, you know, when I'm pulling cards down this way, I realized that I put this cloth down so that the nap goes this way. So I pull cards towards me and they get stuck in the velvet. All right. February, March, April, May. The Burrow, good ending. June, distraction. July, safety and rest. August, time moves on. September, disruptive change. What was that? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. October, friends. This is acquaintances, so not close friends. All right. Temporary blindness, alertness. Pardon me, I got the hiccups. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. February says bad ending. So as far as COVID goes, I mean, we're certainly peaking out at the number of deaths per day, thousands of people a day. You know, we're going to be charging forward to 500,000 before we even know what hit us. Where were we at? 450,000 today. Okay, we are at well over 3,000 a day. 450 deaths. 450,000 deaths is where we are. So we are starting out at this bad ending, at this bad outcome. And, you know, I was looking at Japan, and they were talking about they're still in a state of emergency with, you know, several hundred new cases a day. We have thousands of people dying a day, more than 3,000 people dying every single day. So this is the bad ending that we're starting from. March says we really start looking back and are able to see what works, what doesn't work. We're really reckoning with the past of it. So I'm thinking that March says we start seeing some consequences for the people that did fucking nothing. I'm hoping. because April says things start to happen fast. Rabbit in the air is coming soon. Things are happening quickly. So I think by April, we really start to see things taking off as far as the number of people getting vaccinated, because then in May, we have the Burrow, which is a happy ending. So it really does look like things really kick into gear in April, and they're still hitting so many snags with the vaccines. The particular vaccines and their efficiency, whether they're going to address the new variants, just the distribution of them, and just states getting enough vaccine and then them being able to distribute. It says some states are doing way better than others at getting the vaccines into people because they're keeping their operations super simple. It showed this thing where you drive up and it says expose arm. You drive up, hang your arm out, bam, off you go, rather than all kinds of paperwork and shit. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be some paperwork, but still. Things start to take off in April. In May, we finally get something that feels like we can see the end in sight. But June becomes a distraction. As summertime comes on, people are very distracted by that, and maybe distracted by the fact that we are having some success, which could bring a false sense of security. And July, safe burrow, so rest and safety. July says we're having to pull back again, but that we will be able to keep ourselves safe. And then August is just the passing of time. The moon just says, time goes by, let it go by. So August looks like a washout too. July and August, we're on the down low again. September, then we have unpredictable or disruptive change. So, don't know what that could mean. Let's find out. Bravery and urgency. So something shakes loose in September. Maybe it's a variant that gets out of control or something, because there's definitely a disruption that has to be met with bravery and urgency. Fortunately, we have people in charge that can do that now. All right. October. Acquaintances, it says maybe we can start seeing people again, but from a distance, because this is talking about not close friends. The many rabbits is close friends. And this is just, casual acquaintances. So we can start seeing people on a casual basis again, but not close. And then this lawnmower in November, we have temporary blindness. All right. Is this because the holidays are coming and we're like, fuck it, we're not doing it like we did it last year? So we have something new here, and we have hope. All right. Babies. So there's a new beginning here that brings us hope and also brings us temporary blindness in November. So we still have to watch out. In December, it says alert. Be alert. So still by the end of this year, we're still not going to be out from under it. It looks like we do make some headway. But then, we can't get lulled into a false sense of security, because then things can kick off again and get bad. And I'm tempted to, branch out into other things here, but I'm specifically asking about COVID, so I'm going to keep my sights there. All right. That's interesting. Let's look at Trump's impeachment trial. Yes. Hard to see the images. Hey, you know what? Looky what I figured out. You want to see how easy it is to zoom in, Rose? All right, let's see if this works. How's that for sweet and easy? I discovered it completely by accident. I have tried so hard to zoom in these cameras and zoom them out easily and could never make it work. All right, wait, I'm not done shuffling. Trump's impeachment trial. All right, they're falling out. Oh, This is the first time the Badger card has come up with anything I've done with these cards. And you know what it stands for? Arrogance. Arrogance. So we know we're talking about Trump. We've got a good beat on what we're asking about here. All right. There's the Badger. So I'm going to come down from him this way. I know there are questions about his legal team. He's had to hire a whole new team. Let me see if taking this light down might make it a little bit better. Not so blinding. All right, we'll try that. So here's the arrogant one. Oh, dear. Here's the arrogant one, safe in his burrow right now. He's down at Mar-a-Lago resting, and you know, I loved that they wanted to give him a couple more weeks to work on things because, wait, let me shut this off altogether and see. There you go. Now, of course, I have to see if I can get away with just very low light. That's much better, huh? You don't need to see me as much as the cards. All righty. So he's safe in his burrow. This is the bad ending. Wolf means bad ending. Safe burrow, temporary blindness. So he's just safe here and temporarily blind in his arrogance that he's just going to get away with everything. But there's a bad ending coming, and his past, it's so much stuff about his past is coming back to haunt him right now. All right. We've got a happy ending down here, but then we've got the mechanical trap. All right, I'm going to start looking at these this way. So there's a bad ending to his rest and safety. And he's temporarily blinded. You know, he doesn't, I mean, he's a narcissist. He cannot, he physically, mentally cannot look at any of his past actions with any kind of remorse or sense of responsibility or accountability. So the temporary blindness, I don't know, I would say it's like permanent blindness for him. And then we've got the good ending and the mechanical trap. All right. The mechanical trap, the burrow says it's a good ending, a happy ending. The mechanical trap says look before you leap. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Asked about the good ending, I got mortality, the hawk in the sky. So maybe the good ending for him would be he dies. That's the only way out. The only way out, the good ending is to die. And the path forward here is very clear. So, ooh, God, I mean, I can't imagine a narcissist taking themselves out. I can't, because they're just too damn egotistical. But this talks about a clear path ahead. And like the only way. You know, it's not a choice of ways. It's like the only way ahead. Wow. Let's look here. Okay. So this says some intelligence is required. Some thought is required. He doesn't have a lot of intelligence to bring to bear. But then again, you know, I'm kind of looking at this as sort of internal him, and this is sort of external events, future events. So the mechanical trap, I mean, I said intelligence is required. I mean, that can literally be intelligence, FBI, CIA type intelligence. Because we could be hearing things in this trial that we've never heard yet, that just couldn't come out while he was still in office. The rabbit feet talks about standing on your own 2 feet, self-reliance, and wealth. All right. Well, he certainly feels like he can rely on his wealth to get him out of a trap. But, okay, I want to know, does he get out of this or is he convicted? That doesn't tell me a damn thing. All right, I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to reshuffle and ask again whether he comes out of it. Show me, please, the outcome of Donald Trump's Senate trial for impeachment. Please, 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 straight up, very clear. Boom. Patience, the hidden world, and the necessary risk. There's no answer. There's just no answer here. I mean, the river talks about the risks you have to take in order to cross, in order to get where you're going. You have to take a risk. This says to be patient, that, this too shall pass and change. But the rainbow is the hidden world, and that talks about spirit. So, I could interpret that by saying Spirit's got this covered, that this is karma. The rainbow, the hidden world, what you don't see is karma at work behind the scenes. And then I got the many rabbits again. Okay. Let's see what you guys got to say. The rate he's going, he'll end up with the Keystone Cops as his legal team. I was really hoping, because he's talked about defending himself, I was really hoping he does, and because, it could work out as well as it did for Ted Bundy, who was also a narcissist. Took himself out with a bullet, yeah. This is called the carrot deck, Johanny. No, they don't. And the thing is, there might not be a final answer, Wait. Here. Carrot cards. Let me turn up the light a little bit and change the light a lot. Okay, yes. Carrot cards is what these are. Visualize the future. They're $10 on Amazon. And what was the first card up here? Badger. Badger, which is arrogance. So, I think I'm going to go to Socrates here. We haven't heard from Socrates in a while. And since the carrot cards just don't know enough, I mean, I find, because time is fluid and it's not static, there are some events that are so huge, and there are so many like wheels of karma. Okay, so that's offering hope. And there we go. He's flipping out again, the arrogant man. All right, hold on. Let's get Socrates. Socrates, my lad. I am serious as a heart attack. I want a straight up answer. None of your fucking shenanigans. Do you hear me? I'm serious. I really want an answer. If it's available, please give me a clear answer. Will Donald John Trump be convicted at his second impeachment trial?
Why the fuck not?
He's hedging too, you guys. Why the fuck not? The deck called me a hoe. That's hilarious. Yep. All right. Let's look at this badger again. So, again, Socrates is hedging. That I think there's just some unpredictable shit, and we're just not allowed to know right now. Okay. They're telling me do it this way. All right. Will Donald John Trump be convicted at his second impeachment trial? Whiskers, the many rabbits, and rain. All right. Well, it's just talking about being on the alert. There's a lot of people involved here. And necessary discomfort. All right. So it's just saying stay alert. There's an awful lot of people working on things. There's an awful lot of people. You know, I asked sorry, my camera is zoomed in and I can't tell where things are in the frame till I look at them. Okay, I will. That's a good question. Thank you, Deb. All right. Will Trump's family go down with him? Oops, we got a flip over. And it is the mystical. That says, get your magic to work on this, folks. All right. All right. Oh my God, everything is just... Let's do it this way. Tell me about Trump's family. We're going to take 3 separate piles. One for Ivanka, one for Don Jr., one for Eric. Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric. Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric. Okay. So Ivanka, we've got the hidden world here. So the stuff that's going on behind the scenes in the litter mates and the cows. So yeah, she and her litter mates. That's satisfying to refer to his kids as a litter. It really is. All right. So yeah, she and her litter mates have all kinds of shady things going on, and there's casual friends here too. The slow dog. All right. I think there's some casual friends that are going to rat her out about some things. I think we've got families sticking together here, but I took the clarifier on the casual friends, and it's the slow dog, which is mild danger. So it, to me, that says there are some friends, casual acquaintances that are going to prove a danger to her. All right. Now, Don Jr. Just rewards. The rabbit pair, so that's his relationship, and the rolling rabbit is fun. So he's just rolling around now, having fun, and with his loudmouth girlfriend. All right, where am I taking this? I'm just taking it on the whole thing. The setting sun, urgency. So it's kind of, there's a sense of urgency to, you know, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die kind of thing. The sense that I get is like there's this almost manic partying going on, you know, that he's going to win this. This is going to be great. It'll be fine. And then, you know, just kind of that manic narcissistic positivity happening. And then poor Eric. Oh my God. Eric is the hoe. Disruptive change, a bad ending. The bare bush is a shortage. The fresh burrow, hard work. So Eric is just getting the shitty end of the stick every step of the way here. Some stuff is going to happen to him that is unexpected and presents some upheaval. He certainly comes to a bad end. One wonders if he really is the dumbest of the bunch. I think he is. I really think he is. But yeah, I think, you know, when you tune into kind of what's going on down at Mar-a-Lago, I'm sure there's a lot of meetings, well, a lot of phone calls just trying to get lawyers on board. But the meetings are going to be, this is why the first team left. is because he sat him down and said, no, here's what you're going to do. You're going to keep pushing the conspiracy theory that the election was rigged. And they said, no, we're not. That's not true. And they dumped him. So he's still attempting to force, his agenda on a legal team, and any that accept that agenda are just going to be miserably awful. Wow. So something happens fast. So Rose says she pulled out her deck and asked if Donald Trump will die after being convicted. So roots is solidity and stability, something that goes deep. And rabbit in the air in the setting sun says something happens and there's this big sense of urgency. Well, will he die during his trial? How's that for a question? This is wankery to me, but let's see. Ooh, and there's roots. Patience, time passes, stability. So, yeah, I'm not getting like a big he's going to kick off and die, but there's something, I think there is going to be a crisis. Roots talk about stability and solidity, and he certainly has enough money to get, whatever kind of medical help he needs. But patience and time passing, those both say, no, there's not going to be something quick. Well, all we can do is wait and see, right? It's all we can do. But the COVID thing looks hopeful. We know we're in for a long slog, and we know that it could be literally years before we're back to any sense of normal. And personally, I don't think that we ever do get back to normal, to the way things were. Things have changed to the point now where our normal has absolutely changed. Now I get to see if I can get this back down to the right size. There we go. I make it really tiny, and then I make it big again. How about that? And then it goes for a ride. How about that? That was easy to do. Oh, he won't be back in the White House. Okay, will Trump... All right, Socrates, here's a question for you. Okay, will he ever be back in the White House? Fast Dog is... what's Fast Dog again? Clear danger. There's a clear danger of it. Clear danger. This talks about investment, so he would be investing in that. But then let's look at the past here. High risk. Because of the past, there's high risk. Clear danger, high risk. If we're saying, is he ever going to be in the White House again? He's got obstacles to cross to get there, but there's at this point, there's still a risk of it. So if he gets convicted in this impeachment, then there's no chance. But as it stands right now, he's not convicted, so there's definitely a clear risk. Socrates, please, tell me straight. There's a lot of anxiety riding on this. Socrates, will Donald Trump ever be elected president again?
Are you fucking crazy?
Right on. So he says no. Actually, he says I'm crazy and lets you make assumptions based on that, but I think he says no. I'm moving to Portugal. No shit. I'll move anywhere. Canada. I'll take Canada. It's only 3 hours away. When you think about how close, how very close we are to our northern neighbors, at least being where I am. Of course, I'd have to get a passport, which means you wouldn't believe the rigmarole I'm going to have to go through the next time I get my license to get one I can travel with, because I've been married. I've changed my name only once, the first time I got married. And once I changed it back, I never changed it again. But I still have a lot of papers to go through to show how I ended up with the name that I have. And, to get that traveling license and get a passport, which costs money. And then, being able to actually afford to travel and move somewhere. It's crazy. I sure am thinking about it all the time, though. And oh my goodness, it's been 2 hours. Whale. Let me see if I missed any comments here. So, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. As ever, a very strange night. It seems like these are my more normal nights. But I do enjoy having you here. And I enjoy all of those likes. Thank you so much, you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And take a look down below at my Patreon. I'm getting ready to schedule my next Zoom call for Patreon, which will be, let's just do this right now, which will be this coming Sunday, the 7th. I already have it on my calendar. See, Patron Zoom. So if you join at just the initiate level, which is $3, you can be in on this Zoom call and we can actually talk to each other. Good night, Amy. You're welcome, Deb. You're welcome, Rose. You're welcome, Marcy. Yeah, it is good. It's fun hanging out with you guys. And the carrot cards just never disappoint, do they? So, take care. What was I talking about? Patreon. Yes, I am working. I worked all day today on the next installment of Astrological Foundations of the Flat Wheel Part 3, where we're really now going to start getting into meanings and talking about what things mean. So look forward to that, my patrons, Anne and Rose, that are here. And you should be getting that within the week. Also, there will be, for my patrons, a new moon chart reading coming up on Friday or tomorrow. I think I'll upload that tomorrow to my patrons. Everybody else will see it within a day or two of the new moon next week. Let's see. Yeah, I will schedule that, Rose, and you will get the notice through Patreon. So I hope everybody remembers, and I hope everybody can make it. That will be at 3 o'clock on Sunday, 3 o'clock my time, Eastern time. All right. And yeah, I'm running out of decks. Thank you, Annette, for that new Lantern Oracle. But if anybody else wants to send me a gift deck, I'm down to like 4 weeks of content left with my decks before I just flat out run out. And not like I don't have things to fill the time with, but I really do like doing the unboxings, and I so appreciate your gifts. Well, Mercury has an effect on everything. It mostly has an effect on my brain because, I don't know that the planets affect, things that can't apply meanings to them. The planets only have meanings because we're human and we put meanings on things. They don't have inherent meaning. So I don't know that the planets will affect the cards. I think they might affect the way I look at them, the way I shuffle them. But who knows? I mean, who can answer that question? I sure can't. So we'll see. And, it also is a fact that the future does not exist. It's not static. And sometimes, as I was saying before, there are events that are so big and so much karma coming together, like 9/11, that people get flashes of that ahead of time. But did you see, readers reading cards and charts and things going, there's going to be this giant disaster in September? No, you didn't. So the smaller events, and, relatively this impeachment and stuff is one of the smaller events compared to 9/11. And, there are times, this is like the blank card in the tarot deck. When the blank card comes up, it says things are still too up in the air for any clear, trail to follow to an outcome. So what they're telling us now is that things are just too up in the air right now, which means his legal team is just totally in flux. He doesn't have his shit together. And once they go into that trial, come on, you know who we're dealing with. We're dealing with someone that is absolutely, well, he's predictable in his unpredictability. You know he's going to shoot himself in the foot every time, but you know that he has absolutely no limits on the lies he will tell in order to save his own ass. So, we just don't know what's going to happen. And then we've got fucking crazy people armed to the teeth during this as well. So I think I'm going to ask one more. I know I'm way over 2 hours, but I'm going to ask one more here. Tell me about Trump's fans. Will we be seeing violence from them during this impeachment trial? In D.C., will we be seeing disruption at the Capitol during this trial? All right, they're telling me one more through. All right. Those flew out. Think before you think before you act. Mechanical Trap talks about walking into a dangerous situation and kicking is bravery. Warning. Okay, there's an expected challenge, so that, you know, people at the Capitol certainly are aware now and certainly are hip. This tells me that it's an expected challenge. They hear the warnings. The FBI has warned. They're going to know what's going on, and the moon just says time goes by. So, a necessary risk. There's certainly treachery. The icy path says treachery. So the risk and the warnings are going to be just over time. There's going to be this whole period of time where there is a clear risk, a clear and necessary risk. Expected challenge, necessary risk, treachery. So yeah, they're going to be active, but they're also going to be ready for them. That's what I get out of that. Here, you want to see them close? You want to see them close? There they are. So, all right, you guys, now I really am done. I really am kind of done. And see, this is why I want you to join Patreon, so you can be in on the Zoom calls and we can actually talk to each other. Because while this is great connection and I look forward to it, it's still not real connection and conversation. So thank you, Annette, honey. Oh, no. Annette, please, darling, 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 you have done so much for me. You have been so, so very generous. Please keep your resources for yourself until we get through this and you get on your feet some more. I mean, I am so grateful for everything that you do, and I love receiving your gifts. To you, you know, you wouldn't believe how much I love it. You know how much I love it. But please just hang in there and keep your resources for yourself. Okay, baby? I mean, yeah, send me a gift if you want to, but I always feel guilty. So take care of yourself. The reaction to the second vaccine, was that, what was that like? Can you tell us a little bit? I'm so glad that you're getting them. Okay. I'm waiting for the buffering to go by. I know that, I mean, it's to be expected. You're shooting something into your body that's going to rile your immune system up. I know that when it comes my time, the shakes, oh dear. So it hit your nervous system. Are they better now? High fever and shakes, yeah. So my DO gives me a homeopathic to do like a week before I get a vaccine. Oh no. And upping vitamin C, way upping vitamin C. Oh. So yeah, let's share that with each other too as it starts to roll out and we actually all start to get our vaccinations. I'm sure that things are going to come of it and reactions happen, but oh God. Mm. All right. Well, get the Pfizer, not the Moderna. Okay. I've heard a lot of good things about the AstraZeneca, that it has been very effective against the variants. Pfizer, not Moderna. Okay. Hopefully, I think I'm going to get whatever they get here in Ohio when they start to roll it out. But okay, less reactions. Okay, fewer reactions with Pfizer. All right. I wonder if that has to do with the, preservatives and things that are in it, or the vehicle or whatever proteins might be in it. Anyway. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. See you on Friday for that Lantern Oracle. You can look forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait to do some readings with it. Um, Yay, looky, 13 likes. Wow. And I never even saw 13 watching at the time. Yay. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to ask again about money at some point. I can't talk at all now. A bigger dose with Moderna. Okay. Yikes. All right. All right, you guys. Take care. Be good. Hold on. Pie. Oh, wait. Pie. Let's say hi. Oh, do. You gotta see the pie to say hi, and now I gotta turn the lights way up. So it washes me out so you can see little baby. Can you say hi, baby? Here. Let's do this. Say hi, Pie. Look up here. Don't look at the candle. Look up here. Pie, look up here. He's very sleepy. All right, you guys. Take care. Yes. Kisses to the baby. Little kisses. All right. Get him belly. I'm going to get him belly. All right. Love you, baby. All right. Love you guys. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.